Sonic did apologize for it in issue 179. Alright, he did apologize. And he did admit he was a jerk. Alright? Now, the last thing that this person talks about is Sonic, Amy, and Sally. And he mentions, or she mentions, do I need to even mention his complete apathy in terms of hearing how his love issues make Amy feel? Not even whenever she's made it clear it bothers her greatly. Not really. He's too busy treating Amy's emotions as too trivial to care about in the first place. Okay. Okay, first of all, this goes back to what I said. This is what I said. Amy mentally has not gotten over the fact that Sonic has other interests. Alright? That Sonic likes to date other girls, and more specifically Sally, for this moment. He likes to date Sally. Alright? Doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't acknowledge Amy's feelings. He does. He does acknowledge Amy's feelings. I mean, take a look at the end of 207. Alright, take a look at the end of issue 207. He takes Amy on a date, or out to lunch, if you will, to Uncle Chuck's. But he does that as a friend. Now, Ian does kind of tease a little bit by asking, is this the start of new romances? Alright? Now, I admit Ian shouldn't have probably added that little dialogue at the end, because that did tease Sonic and Amy fans, but the truth is, Sonic does acknowledge Amy's feelings. He does acknowledge them. But Sonic also acknowledges the fact that just like Fiona was to Tails, that he himself is too old for Amy. And that Amy, mentally and mature-wise, when it comes to something like Sonic, is still the same age as Tails. Mentally wise, she's still the same age, but like Tails, there are certain areas, like I mentioned earlier, that she has matured in. Like I mentioned earlier, she's matured into being a great freedom fighter and putting the cause first. 2, she's matured into what could be a great leader. And 3, she's matured enough to logically figure things out and know when somebody, like let's say Shadow recently in Treasure Team Tango, would do the right thing. You get what I'm saying? But that's the same thing with Tails. Tails showed leadership, if you will, in his Sonic Universe story arc with Bunny and Antoine. It doesn't necessarily mean that there are some areas that Amy is matured up, Amy has matured in yet. Same with Tails. Yeah, Tails is slowly starting to get over Fiona. Yeah, does he still have feelings for her? No doubt about it. In fact, I know by reading this comic, and then by reading Journey to the East, that there's still a part of Tails that hopes Fiona will return to the Freedom Fighters. I know there is. Now, as far as Amy goes, like I said, there's a part of her that has yet to mature and realize that Sonic has other interests and likes to date other people. In other words, like I say, in this case right now, Sally. Doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't acknowledge her feelings. He does. He does acknowledge her feelings, okay? It's just that, like Fiona, he's in a position where he looks at Amy and says, and basically, eventually, if I was writing the comic book, I would have him eventually look Amy in the eye and say, look, I know how you feel about me. I know you have these feelings, but I'm too old for you. I'm too old for you. And I would have him point out the fact that even though she used the Ring of Acorns to wish herself older, and even though that she's matured in some areas, she's not really, come full circle yet. And she's not come full circle yet to realize that if she does care about Sonic, she would let him go. She wouldn't obsess over him. She wouldn't tell people like Cream, oh, Sonic knows we're meant to be together. Alright? You know, she wouldn't say stuff like that. Get what I'm saying? So, yes, he does acknowledge her feelings, but it's more the fact that he wants, like the readers ourselves, like the fans ourselves, the Sonic character wants her to mature and realize that he has other interests, and he likes to date other people, in this case Sally. And he's hoping that one day she'll acknowledge that and be like, okay, that's cool with me. I can look for somebody else as well. That's all. So, yeah, he does acknowledge her feelings. So, what are my thoughts on this? My thoughts are, people need to really, really read up on a lot of things before they say what's on their minds. All right? Okay? That's just my thought. You really need to read up on things. And, again, if you're in favor of Sonic being with one person, just come out and say it. Don't try to hide it in here. Alright? But that's all I'm going to say. Tell me what you people think on it. I will provide the description down. I will provide what I have down there along with the link. And tell me what you all think. I'll provide what I read down in the description box with the link. Tell me what you all think, and I'll get back to you later. Peace out. Have a good day.